Hello everyone and welcome back to the Valley of the Old Farm. Now remember last time we were in the middle of a very busy time and unfortunately that hasn't finished, so straight away we have two main jobs today. I want to plant wheat in this field here because this is going to be our chicken feed. Literally this whole field I'm just going to make wheat basically, not to sell, just to feed the chickens. And then once we've done this, I'm going to need to be harvesting potatoes, which is not something I really wanted to be doing, but there's no point just cultivating them away and wasting the money. So it's going to cost us I think about 12 grand to rent the machinery we need to harvest those spuds. Now I'm just hoping that once we've done that, we make more than that from the sale. Because you see that the money is going down. So I haven't sold any products yet, which isn't helping that situation. I'm sort of holding on for better prices, but at some point I'm going to have to buy the bullet and actually make a sale, or else we're going to be stuck. We're going to be bankrupt, which is not particularly what I want. So as I say, the first job is just this field. Remember, we harvested those soybeans off this field. And that's why we need to roll the field that I planted the sorghum in. Which I'll probably set a worker off. And that's going to be worker heavy, as you guys will notice. Most of my playing style is basically we're going to have... The plan is to get... I've seen we can buy a topper and a harvester that runs behind a tractor. Now my plan is have both of those on the Massey because that's the most powerful. I'm going to use this Puma just for a change. With the biggest trailer we have that will take potatoes, which I do believe... I don't think the silage trailer will, unfortunately. I think it's the other one we're going to need. Obviously, I'm going to run the trailer while the AI harvests. So I say, first job's simple, just get this field. And so what I'll do is the little Massey Ferguson, a little drop nose, I'm going to set that off field rolling. Because I think my field roll, if I remember right. Yeah, it's quite a low horsepower usage, so I'm not have to worry about it being too much for that little tractor. And it frees up the bigger machinery for the more important jobs. So this way you've seen the first couple episodes. I hope you enjoyed the first couple episodes, folks. I appreciate any feedback and comments. Unfortunately, I haven't seen them. Time recording this, they haven't been uploaded yet. So if you have made some great suggestions, please, I will have taken them on board. I am able to look at the comments and pick up tips or tricks. I mean, I consider myself an experienced FS player, but I'm not a perfect one, so I always welcome the feedback from you guys as to what you want to see, what you think I could do differently. Look, this is a tiny little field, so it's not taking me long at all to sort. Obviously, we'll take the seeder back, put the seeder away, and then the Massey can go up to the shop to pick up the equipment. I haven't rented it yet. I'll do that when we come to it. I'm hoping it won't take a ridiculous amount of time. These potatoes. It's not the biggest field in the world, and my plan is to cut it in with one of the other fields to make a much bigger area. But as I say, I just don't want to throw away what I know is still valuable crop, even if it's not got any use to us. I don't think we need potatoes at any point. No, we don't. No point in keeping it. I don't think we do have a production for French fries, but I do not have the money to buy the production. And I also think you need canola oil. You certainly need oil of something, I think, to make that. So that's maybe one for the future. I would like to do a series where I do heavily into like potatoes, some of the more crops that you don't see as often. But I don't think that's really suitable for this one, folks. And there we have it, that's that field done. As you see, still plenty early in the day, so we've still got time to Trying to get all our jobs done and hopefully not run out of daylight. So yeah, I love this little area coming out of here. I do love the idea of building a farmyard in there, but I think that will be one for maybe for me to mess with him myself. I swear I do have traffic on, so I'll turn the beacon on. Yep, there we are. Little 2CV. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. I mean, it's supposed to be France or Italy. A Belgium number plate. But then again, when you buy a vehicle, this map has every number plate. It was like Belgium makes sense, I guess. Oh, you ready for the roller coaster? Whee! So yes, I've done both those fields and not even used half of the product in this cedar, which is great. Obviously, this other thing is the animal pen, which reminds me I will check on the silage. So the needs to go back in that little workshop area there. There's the end of that little Jill cedar as well, which is crazy, a really high capacity. But despite size, needs a very heavy traction on it, or else you will wheelie. And there we are, so. I'll probably set the rollers off first, thinking about it, because I'll set him off doing the bigger field. Need to figure out, I must have put it at the top, so I'm going to leave that here for now. Jump into a little MF. I know I left a bit of equipment up here. Yeah, there they are, look. Try to do a little bit more from first person, just because I know it's something I don't really do enough of. So get me out of the way. So like I say, it says it's going to be 120 horsepower, whereas this tractor is 165? So it should be more than up to the task, even on the hills. Like I said, I think the we will be that one with the massive size on it, the big red rock. The thing with spuds is they're quite a bulky item. You tend to get a lot off the field in this game, but they tend to be a pretty bulky item, so. Well then. Right, he's on his way, so what I'll do now is jump in the 8S, and we shall head up to the shop. Let's turn the case off there, might as well save the fuel. And we can spend some time in this beauty. I can remember the AS, the amazing AS that we actually got launched in FS before we got it on real life. It's a great track. Great looking at that. I love little things like the sequential indicators. Which you'll see as I come along here. So the shop's up in the main town. Those who, I'm sure if you know this map, you may have probably seen a map tour by one of the regular YouTubers. So it's a grey map. There is a few other pieces I want us to see in this series, so we'll no doubt be having a good tour of it at some point. But for now, unfortunately, there's a bit too much work to do to be messing around with stuff like that. Because assuming I can start doing this by 12, I'm assuming we can get it done before darkness tonight. The thing is, I'm probably going to have to run potatoes to the sell point, because I'm not sure if I can store them. Unless I just ground dump them. I mean, I've got the... I could always just drop them in a shed. I've got the big leaf here that I was using for silage. Surprised I never checked the silage, I'll have to do that. Have to do that soon. I don't think it's finished yet. I won't take it finished yet. I'll take it a couple of months to finish. But I thought that yellow card despawned then when I used to be around the corner. Yeah, very pretty map. Even though that town feels really nicely done. And here we are on our way to the agricultural dealers. As you can see here, the dealer has some equipment. I equipped the dealer. But none of this is ours. None of this belongs to me. This all belongs to the shop. See over there, they've got a truck, a hell of a truck. They've got a front load. Oh, they've got a tractor, a front loader, and they got a forklift, right? So what I need today is I need this, which I believe is front mounted. Cost me 500 quid. And I believe it's this. What's my number plate? 8 Mass 305. Yes, it cost me about £11,000 for this equipment. As I say, hopefully it gets us the job done pretty quickly. I noticed that big field there, 13. If that's available as a contract to harvest, it would be very tempting to take it. So that's facing the other way. Bugger. It's going to be easier to pick that up first, I believe. So I'm going to send him to next to the field here. No, I'm not, because he's not going to like it. Okay, no, I'm not, because the AI is going to be silly. So let's... Guess we are driving back, folks. Let's look at him. I wonder if he's going to be quicker to go. No, probably still... Don't know, actually. Quicker to go around. Let's do it next. It's a change of scenery for us. Hold on, maybe this isn't meant to be. I wonder if this isn't actually meant to be front mounted at all, whether I'm wrong. No, I'd say I got that wrong there, but I need both pieces anyway, so I may as well use these to get it. I say my plan is to go, basically follow this road round. It will take me to the field I need. Now look, it looks like my worker is still going on their merry way. So he takes things to drink in this scenery. Wow, this is a big piece of equipment. Didn't expect to be using something like this on this series, folks, I'll be honest with you. So I guess I have to send the tractor around to top it first. Then with the machine to pick them up. Which is a little irritating, I'm not going to lie, because I was kind of hoping to do it all in one and then we could... But then again, it's probably going to be easier. The tractor can find it easier around the field with just the topper on. Wait a second, has this thing got an odd number of wheels? It has, hasn't it? It has 2 wheels on one side and 1 wheel on the other. I've never seen a piece of equipment with odd number of wheels on it before. Short of a reliant robin, which doesn't really count. Yeah, what an unusual... I'm guessing that's correct in real life, but... God, the actual flowing water, such a nice touch. Beautiful scenery around here. And then now, just the other side of this ridge where we go back onto our land. So basically from here onwards belongs to us. That there's one of our fields. You got our grass field, and then the field we're working on is right here next to us. So was it 63 we're doing today? I completely forget. No, so it's 61 we're doing. It's this one down here. 63 was the way to go. So 61. The ball fields that we are going to cut. Yeah, because 61 and 83 are going to get cut together. Given time, I won't mind owning like 64 here as well, just because it's such a convenient location for us. If I could get to owning like this entire... So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reverse this in, I think. So I can put it out of the way. When I say out of the way, I mean out of the way for me. Obviously, for anybody who wants to use this lane, it won't be, but I don't know who'll be using this lane because it's my lane. Right, so while that's in, I'm going to set a work I've done that. I'm going to go and check on the silage and one or two other. If I can get to pick up, come on, you. Yeah, it looks happier with that, doesn't it? Oh, that looks like we got a lot of lines. It's going to take it a while. Yeah, this guy's getting on with it. He might be about to have an issue with his fence, I do think. How did I know that was coming? I like to leave them down because to me that's the realistic way. Well, it's fair, the realistic way of doing it in real life with this. The problem with doing this is the way FS physics works. It wants it over all the time. I back this guy into position. And he can go. What's the point of being blocked? There are quite a few weeds in amongst this lot, unfortunately, which is just the way it goes. Anyway, what I was doing. I don't want to do another cut yet. I know the grass is ready, but I really don't want to do another field cutting. %. Oh, so either by the end of this episode or early next, that's going to be ready to sort out. Should be good. So if I grab this will be the trailer we'll use for this one. It's supposed to be a trailer for the Massey, but that doesn't matter. Onto the rough old lane. So I might just jump cut to when this guy's finished, just because I don't want to end harvesting this. The video is going to be about harvesting, so I will come back in once he's done. Thank you. And welcome back, folks. As you can see, this tractor has now pretty much finished his fields. It took a little bit of time, but go with it, and then we're going to be ready to start. Also appears the little tractor's blocked. I will go and deal with that in just a second. I was worried that was going to do that. Because it's not narrow tyres, it got a little bit of crop there, but alas, that's just the way things go. So if I dump this over here, for now I will obviously return it when we're done with it, but what I need to do first is hook this guy onto this odd wheeled contraption. Good on fuel and everything, yeah. So I'm going to get this here. I'm going to skip a few rows on this one, just so it gives it, because this one's even narrower working width than the other one. So let's give it more headlands, it's more chance to, more headlands and get more of the field done. Like that there. This one's going to set this guy off. That luckily you won't need unloading straight away. Shit, I actually mean to press that. Where was he aiming for? No, it's down there again, that's way too early. Yeah, that goes across. I've never actually used this before, so this is new to me. I've used the big self-propelled jobby before today. And now folks, we are collecting the potatoes. This thing says it has a 12,000 litre capacity. Now what's worrying me is that unload point looks kind of low. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get that. Unless it sort of picks up how we're going to get that over here. That might be something I hadn't thought about. How's it missing? I'm going to have to go around and manually do like a side myself. Look at this. See, it appears because the machine is offset. It appears to be missing just one line around the outside, which is annoying, but if that's all it does, we can live with that. Let's see how long it takes it to fill so we know. What can I unload that into? What? Unless I take it straight to the sell point, but that's going to make you way too slow. Maybe I should have bit the bullet and rented the big one. Dude, it's a big one. I think I would have to take out a loan or I'd have to sell. The big one needs like 25 grand just to buy. What on earth did he just... I think he missed most of that corner there, didn't he? Oh well, there might be some bits that need tidying up, which I can deal with. When the time is right, I'm just... Someone has to find the one tree, don't they? Do I accidentally have the headland set to smooth or something? Man, I can tell this is going to be rather irritating. Once I figured out how to unload this, I will set it on a time lapse for you guys. I feel like he's going to get himself tied up in a knot here. I'm going to regret this, aren't I, folks? I can see it coming. Maybe I should have sold this field that we harvested and then buy it again afterwards. That might even... That's not even sound like a totally terrible option. It's like ballet with tractors. So I have no... What does pipe out do? Oh, I see. Ah, that makes it a little bit easier. Okay, that's making me a little more confident that we're at least going to be able to unload it. Doesn't appear to be open the air actually drive the damn thing though. I'm not going to say opportunities in a slightly different way because I just don't think that right now we're going to do a lot of good for us. No, I didn't want to get that one, I wanted to get in the massive. Right, so that's no unloaded, so great job. Counterclockwise if we're near the edge. Let's start on the centre, let's knock it down to 15. And while this is a quarter full, that should hopefully mean that we don't set off. So we're going to set off doing the middle first, which is unconventional, I know, but I'm hoping it means we can at least get some stuff out of the way. No folks, this is annoying me as much as annoying you, because I just want this. Well, let's just buy the bullet, take out a loan, and rent the big boy, which I'm gonna do, because this is gonna do my head in. So what I'm gonna do, pull this out here. Let's unload these. Let's return them. Alright. Yeah, I don't need a lot more, I'm gonna need a bit more cash. So this is the loan system now. This is the loan system, it's a mod I'm using. The interest rate's actually gone up. Oh, 20,000 over 3 years. As you see there, monthly repayments, it keeps down. 20 over a year, yeah, it means I'm paying that back, but take that out. Hopefully this thing should be a little bit better. Just bring it down, because I really want to get this done today. Please haven't seen these while these out. I've used these a bit. This will do it all in one go, which makes it a little bit, it's also got much better capacity. Sadly, they're not the quickest machine on the planet. Oh. We'll soon get there. Well, probably just have to jump cut this till we get it back to the field. And here we are, folks. I'm on my way back to the farm now with this machine. Rather expensive, but hopefully we'll do what we need it to do now. I was having a think on the way back here. I had a quick look. There is a contract, Field 66, which isn't far from our farm. It's offering 14 grand plus what you get to keep. Now, since we've rented this machine, we've paid the 30k on it. It might just help us to get to our break-even point if we also take that contract out. And while we've got the machine, we do our field first, obviously. I don't know if on time have we got the... Because I run one-day seasons. Of course, season goes off. So if I take the contract out, it means I won't harvest it. The only thing's worrying me is they're going to deliver to the same place I was going to deliver to, I think. Grain element. No, it isn't actually. Cereals. So yes, if I take that contract out, then what that'll mean is once we've done our field, we fly down. If we have to skip the night, we have to skip the night. But we'll be able to go and do that field as well. Take the product from that field and hopefully at least help us to, make a bit more money. So yeah, here we are. So luckily this guy's generally everything about this is better than last film. The working with is gonna be better. Just everything. Working not actually with better, I thought. 10 headlands, sharp. Skipping rows just helps it to make the turn easier, it means there's more of a gap. So there we are, so hopefully this thing should be a lot better than... Well, I know this thing will be a lot better than the other one. Like I say, once it starts, I'll start the time lapse, and I'll just... My plan is to basically run the typical. I'm pretty much feeling that the capacity of this thing is more than my trailer, so I'm going to end up having to just check that I am using the best trailer for the job here. Oh no, 44.7, so I'm going to get... So I actually, in theory, could bring the Duchenne's down and just give myself a second available trailer. See how it goes. If I can't get... Because if I go and unload this after every trailer, where I'm taking it to is cereals, which is up here. And if I was to go and do that after every fill, you know what I mean, then hopefully I can be back before it needs me. If I can't, I can always go and use the... In fact, this gives opportunity actually, because I said to you guys I was going to use the 305 just to vary it. So let's do that now. What I am going to do is I'm going to attach this guy to one of the other trailers. And bring that down so it's ready just in case. Probably the other trailer we haven't yet used, which is the... We use the Duchenne's, I believe. That's the one I have set up for my little Massey. So unfortunately, I'm pretty sure the silage trailer, as good as that will be because of its capacity, will not take potatoes. No, it won't. This guy hopefully will. Where's the potatoes? Well, this cannot take potatoes either. No, there's potato symbol. Yeah, potatoes, potatoes. No potatoes. So, in fact, so he's got those. If I jump this on the red rock, on the potion, which is this end one here we've not touched yet. Blocked by an object, right, I'll go and deal with that in a second once I've got it back. See, this thing's got great lighting setup, see that, all those. Nobody can argue that they can't see us. This. We have to be really careful with money now, hopefully it gets sold fairly quickly. Luckily those are grass fields, which means crop destruction doesn't apply to them. Just like that, this guy's back. I'm going to throw this guy on the front of that one. Clear the course, he doesn't need it. Let's see what's blocking this guy. Takes this guy to be full. Hopefully this isn't going to miss as much as all. See, you get to this bit, unfortunately, this is the bit that I already did, so... So anyway, I'm going to set this off on the time lapse now. I'll probably finish it once this field is harvested, we can see how we're doing. And then we'll move over to the contract, so I will see you in a bit.